16th, 2025.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Wednesday morning. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And welcome back, and I think you brought some snow from Florida, didn't you?
Try my best, moved from the beach to snow showers on my morning commute. It was a great New York welcome back.
Yes.
Now, we could be seeing some warmer temperatures later on this week, but yeah, today feels a lot like winter time. A look at those current conditions out there right now. First off, a live look at the radar. And as you can see here, there is still some activity of some scattered snow showers. Not only that, but also a wintry mix. A lot of this snow in the lowest of elevations isn't quite reaching the ground just yet. In fact, we can see the overall pattern of this, a strong northwesterly wind carrying, of course, this cold Canadian air into our region. And as we look at some area cameras here as well, a lot of that, again, is not quite reaching the ground. A live view of downtown Utica, you can see that snow falling or that wintry mix falling, but a lot of green surfaces or wet surfaces so far. So we're not expecting a whole lot of things sticking to the ground today, but still the wind is howling and we've got some of that snow and sleet falling. So there could be reduced visibility as well. Wind chills this morning are below freezing, so of course grab that winter jacket. Now I had to layer up a little bit more. I was used to that those 70s and 80s, but as we head into the next 12 hours, we'll see those temperatures climb above freezing into the upper 30s with strong winds and some of that nuisance snow. That long range is showing some warmth. We'll have a look at how warm we get heading into Easter weekend in that full forecast. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The entire city of Little Falls is under a
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back, everyone. Time now is 5:11, and heading out the door early today, well, you might be encountering some nuisance lake effect or just in general snow, wintry mix, the usual sort we experience in February, maybe March, but here we are mid-April still experiencing it. But good news is it's not going to last all too much into the near future aside from today. Some area roadways you can see here. Some of these surfaces, grassy surfaces, are sleet or snow covered. Main roads are still looking relatively clear, just a bit damp. So early this morning, maybe some hilltop, less traveled side roads might be snow covered, but for the most part, a lot of green on the traffic tracker early today. Radar, again, picking up on that snow and sleet, and as we head throughout the day today, expect windy conditions and reduced visibility in some of these heavier bands here and there, but besides that, it will continue into the evening. Not nearly as widespread, but some of these bands will still be existing at that point. Things will wind down tonight, and we are tracking a slight warm-up ending tomorrow and eventually the weekend. A full look at that forecast in the minutes ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. President Trump signed more executive orders.
The Oneonta Cam is brought to you by Semicron Danfoss. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, on this Wednesday. Time now is 5:17, and we start out by taking a live look in Cooperstown early today, where things are looking relatively quiet down in parts of Otsego County. Temperature of 34 degrees. As we look at the radar, there's not a whole lot of snowfall activity in the eastern portions of Otsego County as of now, but yet into parts of the Mohawk Valley, north and south, we've got this snow and sleet taking place early today as this westerly wind carries that cold air into our region. We'll expect the cold to stick around today. Strong winds and high temperatures peaking in the upper 30s, but we've got some good news. I mentioned, for those of you who tuned in and believe mid last week, I was tracking the long-range trends, and I was hoping that things would pan out where beyond the 21st, 22nd of April, that there's a warm-up expected. And sure enough, a lot more people are agreeing, especially the Climate Prediction Center at NOAA. 8 to 14 days out, still above average temperatures expected as we turn the page to next week. So that cold air that's been stubborn for so long here in the Northeast is finally exiting, but it's not exiting just yet. At least today, it appears to be one of those colder ones. But this would be winter's final push of cold weather and snow in our area. As that low pressure to our north exits beyond the northeast, here we go with some of that warm up. High pressure tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. By Friday, warmer temperatures, but still the potential for scattered rain showers throughout the day. So, to our Skycast, temperatures this morning in the 30s, warming up only a few degrees into the mid to upper 30s with, of course, those scattered snow showers and sleety showers throughout the day. Things will wind down activity-wise in the atmosphere by tonight with cloudy skies, and then by tomorrow morning, at least by the mid to late morning, sunshine moves in. It's still rather cold with the strong winds and the temperatures in the mid-40s, but warmer than today, that's for sure. Then by Thursday evening, overnight lows bottom out below freezing, and then by Friday, we start out dry, warming up to the low 60s with scattered rain showers throughout the day heading into Friday evening. Your 7-day forecast. As you see here, a gradual warm-up heading into Easter weekend. Saturday, the warmest, with a high of 67, maybe in the upper 60s, approaching near 70. Then Easter Sunday, a little bit cooler, but also less of a rain chance. Overall, though, I'm happy to say that maybe traveling up from Florida ushered in some of this warmth. I will try to take the credit, even though this warmth was expected at least for a few days ago. But still, it's looking to be a little bit nicer heading into the weekend.
Yeah, well, you'll get a little of Florida maybe in about a week, right?
Yes.
Eric, thanks. The time right now is 5:21, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libitor. Meteorologist Eric Gage is tracking the snow over in the Weather Center. Eric, yes, snow here in mid-April, right?
Yeah, it's sometimes hard to believe, but here we are. It's mid-April, and snow and sleet's falling right now. In fact, I look at the radar as we speak. We're still dealing with that snow pushing its way south and eventually its way eastward, as we take a look right here on the radar loop as well. So far, much of that snowfall activity out near Tug Hill and out just south of Syracuse, but as we head throughout the morning, more of this is expected. Still, though, it is mid-April, so it's going to be difficult for that snow to really stick on surfaces unless it falls pretty heavy. And on top of that, it's also a sleety, snowy mix, so it gets to be more difficult for that to accumulate, potentially on grassy surfaces, but when it comes to roadways, most are looking relatively okay. Snow showers reported in Syracuse, Hamilton, cloudy skies in Rome, and temperatures across central New York in the 20s. And throughout the day today, we'll warm up roughly into the upper 30s to mid-30s with strong winds and still that nuisance snow. And by tonight, things will quiet down and we'll actually warm a little bit as we head into Friday and the weekend. A full look at that forecast in the minutes ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The battle over who the Trump administration...
Channel 2 is brought to you by Holland Farms Bakery and Deli.
The Oneonta Camp is brought to you by Semicron Danfoss.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Our photo of the day today takes us to a great shot of the morning sunrise taken in Marcy. So shout out to Marcy this morning. The title along with this too was called Morning Glory, an amazing silhouette of a tree that appears to have grown up sideways a little bit too. Interesting tree design there, taken by Carrie. So amazing photos submitted to us. We have a lot of great photos I'll be sharing over the next couple of days and of course next week. As long as those submissions come in, we'll continue doing our photo of the day segments. And again, a big thank you to all of you who are taking time out of your day to submit us photos at WKTV.com/weather/pics. Now today, it's going to be a cold one, a wintry one, with some scattered sleet and snow showers across the board. We're not expecting accumulations, at least notable accumulations in the Mohawk Valley. The highest totals expected for snowfall today will be around the Tug Hill Plateau, and then maybe some higher elevations south of Syracuse and parts of Madison County. So we'll continue to track this snowfall today, plus beyond this, warmer weather on the way for tomorrow and into Easter weekend. A full look at that coming up in a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, despite our weather, we are less than a week away from
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, time now 5:49, and early today we'll be witnessing some scattered snow showers and sleet showers across the board. Live look in Cooperstown is actually pretty quiet in parts of Otsego County as we speak. No really notable snow falling in the town for now. Temperature, though, sitting right around 34 degrees. So it is a slightly warmer than freezing start to the day in parts of Otsego County. In fact, much of Otsego County relatively quiet, exception of Oneonta. There's a very narrow lake effect band moving through the region as we speak, as well as other parts of central New York, mainly Oneida County, witnessing these sporadic and stubborn snow showers and sleet showers early today. And as we had throughout the day today, those high temperatures will struggle to get into the mid-30s. And we'll be seeing a lot of this throughout the day as well. So some spotty snow showers lingering into the evening. Now, as we head into next week, even this weekend and into next week, the overall trend for temperatures actually pointing more on the warmer side, which is of something we've been really lacking for late March and early April. We've been stuck in this colder pattern, and now we're getting our fair share of the warmth. As you can see here, even warmer trend expected heading into 8 to 14 days out as well. But that is still on hold, at least for today. We've got this low pressure to our north dragging in that cold air and, of course, some snow showers. But as we head into tomorrow, high pressure moves in, warmth moves in as well, with temperatures approaching 50s, nearing the 60s by Saturday and even Friday as well. Also, rain chances moving in for the end of the week into the start of the weekend. So to our Skycast today, sporadic snow showers and sleet showers, highs in the mid-30s. It's going to be a cold and windy one today. Then clouds still linger, a few flurries as well overnight. And it still remains pretty windy tomorrow, although temperatures a lot warmer in the upper 40s in the Mohawk Valley, maybe upper 30s in the North Country. So not everyone's seeing a whole lot of warmth, but the sun is shining. Overnight lows fall down below freezing into early Friday morning, and then Friday afternoon approaching the 60s with some scattered rain showers in the afternoon and evening. Well, of course, when it comes to the snowfall chances today, just a heads up that a lot of that snow isn't going to be accumulating all too much in the valleys. Highest totals will be near Tug Hill and some higher elevations in the foothills of the Adirondacks. And so, your 7-day forecast, sunshine for your Thursday, highs in the upper 40s, 60s. By Friday, rain chances move their way back in again. It's a rainy Saturday, but a warm one. Highs approaching near 70 degrees. That's been not too common of a temperature in the near term. Plus, the cold weather looks to stay away for the longer range. We'll see how long that lasts.
So how was Florida?
Beautiful. I got sunburned on my back. I didn't realize how strong the sun was. So, but hopefully a little bit more tan on my face. I mean, not too much. I put some sunblock on. So
You got some good color.
I hope so.
Eric, thanks. Well, this week is National Television 2025.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Wednesday morning. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
Fresh off several days down in Florida. Welcome back.
Thank you. I tried to bring the warmth with me. No.
Nah,
Today,
snow you brought.
Yeah, I brought some snow, but the delivery is delayed. We'll see some warmth later on this week, but yeah, today it appears a bit on the cold side. Look at the current conditions early this morning. We are waking up to some scattered snow showers and sleet showers. As we take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, we are tracking the path of this moving in from the northwest, and we'll continue to see these snow showers throughout the day today. Now, as you can see here, some spots it's a bit damp. Some of the snow is falling and it's melting as it reaches the ground. There's some snow in Oneonta, as well as you can see some of those snow bands from our Cavite tower camera facing the south in the southern half of what appears to be Utica early this morning. So with that, we've got wind chills in the 20s, scattered snow showers pretty much all across central New York as we speak. In the next 12 hours, we'll see this snow chance continue, along with some strong winds and temperatures in the 30s. So it's a cooler day today. Grab that extra layer as you head out to work this morning. Following today, though, we are tracking a warm-up as we approach Easter weekend. A full look at that forecast coming up in a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The entire city of Little Falls.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back, everyone, on this Wednesday. Time now is 6:11, and early today we'll be dealing with some nuisance snow and sleet showers across the board. The good news is none of this is really sticking on roadways and surfaces as expected. Maybe some of those hilltop locations will see that snow accumulate on grassy surfaces, maybe some untreated roadways. But as you can see here, lots of clear roads across the board as far north as Boonville and as far south as parts of, say, Otsego County as well. And to look at the traffic tracker, lots of green across the board. The only exception being some of those higher elevations south of Syracuse near Pompey along Route 20. But a lot of green as you head up north and south as well. The radar still picking up on that snow early this morning, and we'll be tracking how it behaves throughout the day today in more detail, but at least when it comes to your morning and evening commute this morning, windy, a wintry mix, same thing for this evening. Nothing too significant, but this could cause reduced visibility on the roadways as you head to and from work. Gary?
Thanks. President Trump signed more
Well, your day. Watch for the Storm Tracker 2 Commutecast and be ready for your drive to and from work. The Storm Tracker 2 Commutecast is brought to you by the Pratt Munson College of Art and Design. Visit Pratt Munson today and ignite curiosity and creativity.
Omni, cutting-edge surgery without the cutting.
The Oneonta is brought to you by Semicron Danfoss. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone. Time now 6:17, and early today we'll be dealing with some nuisance snow and sleet showers across the board. Downtown Utica, a live view right now, although it was sleeting earlier. Again, the rates aren't nearly as high, plus it's going to be difficult for that sleet and snow to stick. So roadways, at least in the lowest elevations, are damp but not covered. Same thing for those grassy surfaces. As you head to those higher elevations, that's a slightly different story. Those hilltops, likely those grassy surfaces are snow covered. And the radar right now still looking a bit busy. We are tracking some scattered snow showers in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. And as we head throughout the day today, we'll still see sporadic snow and sleet. This won't be ending for much of the day, although we'll see mixes of clouds and then snow and sleet, then clouds again. The main focus, though, it's cold and windy. Temperatures peaking in the 30s today, upper 30s, with some strong winds around 15 to 20 miles per hour. But we get through this and things shape up a little bit on the warmer side. We mentioned this last week. Long-range forecast, things were hinting at the potential for a warm-up by, say, the 21st, 22nd. And sure enough, here we are. Our 6 to 10 day outlook above average, 8 to 14 days out, still above average. So we were just hoping for that spring weather to finally make its arrival, and sure enough it is. But again, we have to wait through today. Today is a cold one. Low pressure up north, dragging some cold Canadian air. Tomorrow, high pressure moves in, sunshine, high temperatures in the 40s. So it's not going to be a warm one per se tomorrow, but as we approach Friday, it's warmer, but we'll be dealing with some rain showers as well. So a mixed bag of different conditions heading in the next few days. For now, though, windy conditions, snow, temperatures in the 30s, winter's last push here today. Then by tonight, we'll see those temperatures fall into the low 30s once more. Cloudy skies, turning to sunshine by tomorrow afternoon, highs in the 40s. Still some pretty strong winds tomorrow. Following that, overnight lows fall down below freezing Friday morning. And then Friday, warming up, but cloudy skies roll in with some scattered rain showers in the afternoon and evening. When it comes to snowfall today, again, hilltop locations, the best shot for seeing accumulating snow. The rest of us in the Mohawk Valley and some elevation south, not really seeing a whole lot of accumulation there. 7-day forecast, approaching maybe a high of 50 for lucky tomorrow. Sun is shining, then rain moves in Friday and Saturday. Easter weekend shaping up not too bad temperature-wise, approaching near 70 by Saturday. As long as we get some sunshine. If not, we'll be sticking in the mid to upper 60s.
Yeah, at least Easter looks pretty nice.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. Eric, thanks. Be sure to like us on Facebook. And morning once again, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libitor. Meteorologist Eric Gage is tracking the weather system in the Weather Center this morning. And Eric, once again, that weather system involves snow here in mid-April.
Yeah, that's right. It's bringing some cold air from Canada and producing some snow and sleet. It's a cold, wintry one out there, that's for sure. A look at the radar right now. We're still tracking that snowfall as we speak. It's not heavy, at least for much of the area. It's sporadic snow and sleet, but I would say more so in the category of nuisance. But some higher elevations up north have definitely seen a coating of snow here and there. A look at some locations on our camera network here across the region. We got some snow falling in Oneonta, damp roadways in Utica, and some snow and sleet falling in locations on our Cabot Tower camera. Again, hilltop spots have some coatings of snow and sleet on grassy surfaces, roofs, and cars and whatnot. Now, the wind chill this morning still looking cold. A temperature of 23 out in the Mohawk Valley, 27 Hamilton with some of those scattered snow showers. And today, we'll be dealing with that, plus strong winds and highs barely even reaching the upper 30s. And following today, though, this will be a lot less likely, and a lot more likely it'll be sunshine and maybe 40s, 50s, 60s, maybe. We'll have a look at that forecast, of course, coming up in a few minutes, Gary.
Eric, thanks. The battle over who the Trump administration can...
The Oneonta Camp is brought to you by Semicron Danfoss.
Welcome back to Sunrise on this Wednesday. We are starting out by looking at our photo of the day today, which is of a beautiful sunrise taken in Marcy. And this is titled The Morning Glory, as submitted by Carrie. So shout out to Marcy this morning. And it's a beautiful shot of that sunrise over the tree line and that amazing silhouette of an skewed tree trunk, it appears. Beautiful shot regardless, and if you have a photo like this one, any spring photo you would like to submit to us, you can send it to WKTV.com/weather/pics to have the chance of your photo featured right here on News Channel 2 at sunrise every weekday morning. And the radar today picking up some snow showers across the board. We'll be dealing with this between now through the end of the day. Tonight things quiet down, and we could be seeing a warm-up as we head into the next few days, potentially into Easter weekend. We'll full look at that forecast coming up in a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. We are less than a week away now from starting our...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone. The time now is 6:48. It is April 16th, and it is still, yes, snowing out right now. A live look at downtown Utica. It's more of a sleety snow mix, and it's really not accumulating on some surfaces. You can see here in downtown Utica, grassy surfaces, wet roads. This isn't really impacting your morning commute all too much, aside from the fact that you might encounter some of these bands that could be producing some heavier snowfall rates and reduced visibility along with that as well. The highest snowfall totals still are expected around the Tug Hill Plateau by the end of this, but still some spotty snow bands throughout the day today. Zooming out, this is still a persistent thing that'll linger into the evening, drying out overnight. But the main story today, besides the snow and sleet, is it's going to be a cold and windy one. Wind speeds between 15 and 20 miles per hour, and temperatures only peaking in the mid to upper 30s. And as we turn the page to the end of the week, things are actually looking a little bit on the warmer side, especially by next week. We mentioned several days ago that there was the potential for a warm-up following the 20th to 22nd of April, and sure enough, a lot more meteorologists from the Climate Prediction Center are agreeing right here. 8 to 14 days out, lots of warmth expected for much of the East Coast. And it's not a major warm-up, but it's more spring-like weather. We're thinking 50s, 60s, maybe even 70s here and there, but at least a far cry from 30s and 20s that we saw recently. But we have to get through today, though. We've got this cold pocket of air indicated by this purple and pink. This moves its way to the north. Things will warm up gradually with high pressure moving in tomorrow and plenty of sun, followed by rain showers and a warmer day as we wrap up the work week on Friday. And so to our Skycast today, plenty of windy conditions, scattered snow showers, and highs in the 30s. By tonight, that snow winds down. Tomorrow morning, cloudy skies give way to sunshine by the afternoon and high temperatures in the 40s. But the winds still look to be a bit on the stronger side. Then tomorrow night, overnight lows bottom out below freezing and will warm up into the 40s, 50s, eventually low 60s by Friday afternoon as clouds turn to scattered rain showers in the evening. When it comes to snowfall accumulation today, again, it's mid to late April. We're exiting the season where we can really see any measurable snow on the ground only for a few days or so. But Tug Hill, the Bullseye, and some spots in the foothills of the Adirondacks. 7-day forecast. Friday and Saturday looking a lot warmer. 60s approaching near 70 by Saturday. Saturday more on the unsettled and rainy side, but Sunday for Easter looking not too bad. 50s, and hopefully that rain holds off and sunshine stays in.
And those Easter egg hunts can go on.
Yes.
Eric, thanks. Well, this week is National Telecommunicators Week. Eric Gage joining us now. And Eric, April 16th, you're following sunshine today, right?
No, I wish I was. I was in sunny skies yesterday laying on a beach, and today quite a difference driving into work with snow on my windshield. Yeah. But it's short-lived. We'll look at warmth coming up momentarily. For now, though, a live look at our Cavey Tower camera. There was some snow bands that was rolling through earlier, which has since passed, but still, the camera's shaking here and there. Gusty winds moving through, temperatures in the 30s. On top of that, the winds are cooling those feels-like temperatures down into the 20s. It's 24 with that wind chill in Rome, 25 in Hamilton, and 21 up in Saranac Lake. And beyond that, the radar still looking a little bit busy. Now, some of this snowfall is actually not quite getting picked up on these radar scans, very narrow bands here and there, but still, these snow showers aren't really expected to produce a whole lot in terms of accumulation, especially on roadways. These are mainly just nuisance snow showers and a reminder that we are still in central New York in mid-April. But I think a lot of you are just getting ready for some warmth, and we will see warmth, just not for the rest of the day today. We're in the 30s for now, windy conditions, cloudy skies tonight, and then comes a gradual warm-up as we head into Easter weekend and beyond. I'll have a full detailed look at that coming up in a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. As the two largest economies in the world, the U.S. and China.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon, everyone. It continues to be a winter-like day out there today with cold conditions, windy conditions as well, and of course, the elephant in the room, the snow. But downtown Utica live view right now, some of that snow is not quite hitting the city. There are some bands north and south, but there are some spots here in the Mohawk Valley which are still looking snow-free. We zoom out on the bigger scale, and we've got this low pressure to our north, which I'll show in a lot more detail coming up in a minute. But we can see this extent of snow on the backside of this low pushing through the region. Strong winds, lake effect, you name it, we're having it today. But this will be a short-lived situation because, as we mentioned last week, there was that signal for a warm-up, and sure enough, it looks to be arriving as early as this weekend and for much of next week. We're going to say goodbye to conditions like we're seeing today and more so spring, April-like weather in the 40s, 50s, 60s, pushing 70 in some days. And this is for the next 6 to 10 days, even 8 to 14 days out. We are looking at a slightly above average trend as this warm spell moves in. But again, it is delayed, at least for today. We've got that cold pocket of air, low pressure to our north, dragging in that lake effect. Then, as we head into tomorrow, high pressure moves in, warm temperatures slowly move in. It's not going to be that warm tomorrow, in the 40s with strong winds, but the sun will be shining. By Friday, we're cutting it close for rain chances, and we've got good news when it comes to rainfall potential for those of you who want to spend time outside for Friday. A lot of that rain might be shifting up to the north. But let's go back to the current conditions today. Scattered snow showers and sleet showers, if you can call it that. They'll be coming to an end tonight. Cloudy skies persist and temperatures remain in the 30s. Then tomorrow, it's going to be a windy one, highs in the 40s, and sun is shining. So I guess that's the silver lining for the weather tomorrow. Still a bit on the cooler side. Then by tomorrow night, we cool down below freezing. Winds will be weakening. There could be some patchy frost on your windshields by early Friday morning. Then following that, the south wind moves in, clouds roll in as well, and highs climb into the 60s. Now, it will still be a breezy one on Friday, a south wind. However, the latest trends are having some of these rain showers you see here more and more to the north. So for those of you potentially on around I-90 and south, primarily around Route 20 and south, you'll see a mainly dry day for Friday, while those of you in the north country might be witnessing some scattered rain showers as that system rolls through. And so your 7-day forecast, isolated scattered rain showers north Friday, followed by some scattered rain showers late Saturday into early Easter Sunday. Now, I hope that the rain does end in time for Easter festivities, but I mean, you couldn't really ask for better weather, at least with how cold and windy and snowy it's been. If it's approaching near 70 on Saturday, we'll take that any day of the week.
That's for sure. We haven't seen that in a while. Turning to a new major report from the Eric Gage joining us now. And Eric, still on snow watch,
Yes.
and you're also watching some birds, right?
Yes, although we're watching snow today, the snow will end and we'll see a warm-up moving in, which means those hummingbirds are coming. And where are the hummingbirds right now? Well, they're actually down in Pennsylvania. That's the northernmost extent right now, central Pennsylvania. And although it's been cold recently, we're going to be seeing that warm-up heading into the weekend and next week, allowing this northern migration to continue. So likely by the end of the month in early May, you'll start to see some of the ruby-throated hummingbirds begin to arrive. So when they begin to arrive, of course, it's a long journey up north. You might want to feed them a little bit too. And a reminder, the formula, pretty simple, 4 parts water, 1 part sugar. And of course, the main key here, do not use red dye. This is something that might even harm the hummingbirds. So just plain water and sugar, all you need. Get a red feeder like this behind me, and then usually that red is enough to attract hummingbirds in the first place. Still, though, it's wintry out there right now. 35 with some scattered snow showers. However, as I mentioned, this does end as we look ahead to this coming weekend. We'll have a full look at that forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Protesters were tased and arrested.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are tracking cold weather, winter pushing one final time. It's Rathendor area with cold conditions, windy conditions, and snow and sleet. Downtown Utica, though, relatively quiet. There are still some scattered snow bands across the area on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Some of them falling below those radar scans. You can see one just passing through the Route 20 corridor right now. So if you're planning on heading that direction, you might encounter some areas of reduced visibility. Same thing north of the Mohawk Valley. while the Utica area itself looking mainly quiet. And we'll continue to see these nuisance snow showers throughout the day. Again, not a whole lot of accumulation with this. This will just be producing with the highest concern, reduced visibility. So today's highs will be in the 30s, still well below average, normal high of 57 this time of year. In fact, our temperature so far today is below our normal low for this time of year. But don't worry, as we head into the next several days, we're looking at that coming warm up. Next 6 to 10 days, we've got this surge of warmth from the south, and this will continue not only into the weekend and early part of next week, but likely beyond into the end of next week and potentially next weekend. And hopefully, winter gave its one final push today, and we might see the last of our snowfall heading into April and May. Now, of course, we don't want to say that ahead of time. It has snowed on Mother's Day, but at least it is trending more so that this might be our last shot of cold winter-like weather. So high pressure moves in tomorrow, sunshine but cold, then warmer conditions arrive by Friday with a south wind and some scattered rain showers. But there's some good news, the latest trend for coming of that rain. So you see the snow today, winding down by tonight, cloudy skies, temperatures in the 30s. By tomorrow, stubborn clouds give way to sunshine and highs in the 40s. Still a decent westerly wind here, keeping things cold, wind chills likely in the 30s. Then by tomorrow night, the winds do weaken, possibility for frost early Friday. Then sunny skies in the morning give way to increasing clouds and then potentially some rain. However, most of that rain in the latest data has it pushing primarily north the thruway, those in the North Country. Highest chance of seeing rainfall by Friday evening, while those of you south of the thruway and south of Route 20 likely remaining mostly dry. But it's a warm one. Highs in the 60s by Friday, and we continue to warm up by Saturday. High of 69, pushing 70 degrees. How about that for a start of Easter weekend, Gary? It's looking very warm. Now, it will cool down Easter Sunday, high 54, but 54 the temperature. We'll take that for Easter Sunday, at least with the weekends you've been receiving the past several weekends.
Yeah, and hopefully they're not rainouts both days.
Yes,
That's
hopefully.
Sure. Eric, thanks. People across the country are remembering legendary
Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. You can see the wind in Jolene's live shot. It's blowing out there today.
It's a miserable day to be outside. Thankfully, this is not going to last. We're going to see big changes in our weather, and that begins tomorrow. We don't have to wait that long for it. But again, it's just been a rough day to be outdoors. Clouds, flurries, windy conditions, cold. We saw wind gusts today between about 30 to 40 miles an hour. The highest wind gust in Herkimer of 44 miles an hour. Slightly less than yesterday, but not by much. 38 degrees is the current temperature. With the wind, it feels like 26. There's a good chance that the northern lights are going to be out tonight. The question is, will sky conditions cooperate? Are there any chances of getting breaks in the overcast tonight? We're going to take a look at that. Warmer weather is going to begin tomorrow, but so does the rain. Looks like that's going to return as we head into the start of the weekend. Cloudy skies, windy flurries this evening, temperatures in the 30s. I've got to look at a big-time warming trend. Now look at the forecasts coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Herkimer County 911 wants people to know
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking cloud cover, flurries, windy, cold weather, but dramatic differences will be taking place as we head into the next 24 hours. This is a live look in downtown Utica. 38 degrees is the current temperature. It's just been a windy, cold day, and we've been tracking some flurries that continue to fly across central New York. This is a live look at the Storm Tracker 2, the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, some flurries to the west. Little accumulation is expected into tonight, and things will gradually settle down as we head into tonight and tomorrow. We should see some breaks in the overcast late tonight. Unfortunately, not in time. There's been a big-time solar storm taking place today. A lot of activity in the atmosphere creating the northern lights across the globe. This is pretty similar to what we saw back in May, at least in terms of the magnitude. That was another time where cloud cover was an issue. So again, Unfortunately, if you're trying to look at the northern lights tonight, I'm expecting overcast skies across all of upstate New York, or all of central New York. If you really want to see them, your best bet is to head west, and we're talking west towards Buffalo, which is kind of a haul just for this. Looking at windy conditions, well, the winds are going to drop off as we head into tomorrow. It's going to stay breezy over the next several days. We're not going to have this strong wind that we've been seeing for the past 2 days. Looking to get some yard work done. Tomorrow's a good day for that. Weather should be pretty nice. A lot less windy and a lot warmer. The weather starts to turn. It turns wet late Friday and into Saturday, but it does warm up. We're looking at a very substantial warming trend here over the next couple of days. Westmoreland 37 degrees, Little Falls 37. Across the Southern Valleys, again, a very winter-like day. Cooperstown 35, Oneonta 34. Plenty of cloud cover in place thanks to low pressure to our north. You can see the back edge of the clouds are working eastward, but again, this is not going to clear us out in time tonight to see the northern lights. Cloudy skies will be hanging around. Temperatures will drop down into the low 30s. Tomorrow morning, that's when the clouds start to break apart. We'll start out with some cloud cover early, and then we'll see sunshine. Looks like a beautiful day. Temperatures climb into the mid-40s. Should any solar activities linger into tomorrow night, we should have a great view. Skies are expected to be crystal clear as we get into tomorrow evening. Friday, looking at a sunny start to the day, and then clouds will return. Some rain showers late in the day, a lot warmer with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. Cloudy tonight, low of 29. Tomorrow, clouds give way to sunshine, 50 degrees, a lot warmer and a lot less windy. Back to spring, Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We're into the upper 60s. Friday and Saturday, some wet weather. Easter Sunday, showers, 54 degrees. Widespread rain returns Monday, 61. We're into the mid-50s Tuesday, but it stays warm. Looking at temperatures near 60, looking ahead to next Wednesday.
All right, Bill, thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Hope you're thinking of
Curtis.
Wanted to give a shout out to the kindergarten class at Richfield Springs Elementary School. I got a chance to visit them today and talk to them about weather. They had a lot of questions about weather satellites. I've never had such interest in them. And I did my best to try to explain how they got into space. And I wanted to give them a shout out. I know they're watching tonight, along with their parents and grandparents. Looking ahead, they're also really overjoyed that the weather is going to be warming up too, especially as they get ready for spring break. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 60s as we look ahead to Friday and Saturday. We do have some rain in the forecast, but it is going to be a lot nicer than it's been today. Temperatures are going to stay warm, or at least warmer than today as we look ahead. Snow showers, flurries continue at least for the next couple of hours. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Probably a good evening to skip the walk, but if you are going out to take the dogs out for a walk, temperatures will be in the 30s. Ozzy, Blue, Charlie, and Sandy are tonight's featured dogs. If you want to be part of this, head to Facebook. You can search for Skycast WKTV. This is brought to you by Nissan. We've got to look at the warmer weather heading into the weekend. Kristen, back to you.
Bill, thanks. How do you even get them all to pose like that?
And sit still, boys and girls.
Right? Over 107.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
A cold, cloudy day, plenty of wind and some snow showers. The weather's going to dramatically change over the next 24 hours. It's going to be a lot nicer to be outdoors beginning tomorrow. And looking ahead, the weather does look to stay on the warmer side. I don't see any days like this in the forecast anytime soon, and hopefully this will be the end of it, but you never know. Live look in Cooperstown, 35 degrees. Looking at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, scattered flurries continue. These are not accumulating. These are not causing any issues. But the clouds are going to be very stubborn tonight, which is unfortunate because there is a big-time solar storm happening, creating a spectacular display of the northern lights on the dark side of the globe. In fact, these conditions were detected by the Space Weather Prediction Center. G4 means the intensity of this storm is similar to last May when we had a really big event across the country, and like that event, it was too cloudy here in central New York, and unfortunately I think that's going to be the case tonight. However, these big storms tend to last for multiple days. No promises here, but I've just noticed that it's usually not a one and done. And if we do get this activity to linger into tomorrow night, skies are expected to be clear. So again, a good portion of the country, at least where clear skies are, would be able to see this tonight. We might have a chance tomorrow night. We'll keep you posted. I know a lot of people have been asking us about opportunities to see the northern lights, and again, not tonight, but maybe tomorrow. The hummingbirds, well, they're migrating north. We had hummingbirds detected in Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey recently, and I think it's just a matter of time before we'll see them here in central New York, probably early May, based on the way things are going. And the long-range outlook is favoring warmer than average temperatures. So it does look like once we get through the next 24 hours or so, we're going to see some pretty big changes in our weather. So our sky watchers checking in: 35 in Clinton, Cassville 33, windy, snow showers, Curtis 32, Mohawk 36, Westford 32, and Worcester with 35. Low pressure continues to drive our weather. Clouds are going to linger into tonight, but there is clearing to our west. It's just going to take a while to get here, and clearing will take place late tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the low 30s. Clouds early tomorrow give way to sunshine. It looks like a beautiful day tomorrow. A lot warmer, a lot less windy. High temperatures near 50 degrees. The weather looks clear tomorrow night. We'll see sunshine on Friday give way to clouds and rain showers, but a significant warming trend will continue. Cloudy skies tonight, low of 29. Clouds give way to sunshine tomorrow, 50 degrees for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We're up to almost 70 on Friday and Saturday. That's a remarkable turnaround in just a couple of days. We do have some rain showers around late Friday and into early Saturday. Easter Sunday looks to start out dry, and then showers arrive late, 54. Rain showers Monday and into Tuesday. Temperatures stay on the mild side with highs near 60. We'll be right back.
Forecast at 6. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
A cold, windy day with on and off snow showers. The weather is going to get a lot nicer as we get into the next couple of days. So we are going to see some big changes here. A couple of flurries still showing up on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Wind gusts today, strong, not quite as strong as yesterday, but not that much less. Looking at gusts between about 35 to 40 miles an hour, the strongest in Herkimer at 44 miles an hour. It's cold out there, 37 degrees, feels like 26. The northern lights are looking very active tonight. The question is, will we have any breaks in the overcast? We'll take a look. It's looking to warm up tomorrow, a big-time warm-up heading into the weekend, but we are also tracking some rain chances, especially by Saturday. Windy flurries this evening, temperatures in the 30s. I'm tracking a big-time warm-up, but look at the forecast coming out. Kristen, back to you.
Decision 2026, Congress.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Tough day to be outdoors. Definitely feeling like a winter afternoon. Cloudy skies, temperatures in the 30s. That wind was tough, kind of cuts right through you, making it feel more like 20s. And we do have a couple of flurries out there. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. These snow showers really haven't caused any traveling issues, and that'll be the case heading into this evening. These snow showers do come to an end. It's unfortunate that our weather is not cooperating sky condition-wise, because we have a big-time solar storm happening, a G4 storm. That means there's a lot of solar activity. A large portion of the country is likely going to see the northern lights. Again, we haven't had activity like this since May, which ironically was another time where it was cloudy here across central New York. There is a little bit of a silver lining here. These bigger storms tend to last multiple days. So if this does continue into tomorrow night, skies are expected to be clear, and we might have our opportunity locally for that. So we'll keep you posted with this. I know we begin a lot of interest in this. A lot of people haven't seen this yet. And again, we're trying to pass along any opportunities here. Again, tonight, not looking great. Tomorrow night, a little bit better. The hummingbirds are heading north. Despite the cold weather today, they will be showing up here in central New York, likely in early May. We've got a pretty favorable weather pattern for them to arrive here as well. We're looking at some much warmer weather ahead. Again, once we get through the rest of today, everything going forward is looking warmer, and a lot warmer than average, likely heading into next week. Sky watchers, Whitesboro 34 degrees, Barneveld 34, Norway 35, Old Forge 31, Cooperstown 34, Worcester with 35 degrees. Low pressure is heading to the east. The clearing line is to the west, but again, this is going to take all night to get here. Cloudy skies are expected overnight. Temperatures drop into the low 30s. Some clouds linger into tomorrow morning, but then we see sunshine. Temperatures will climb to near 50 degrees. Less wind tomorrow compared to today and a lot warmer. Skies do look clear tomorrow night. Overnight lows will drop down into the upper 20s. Sunshine Friday, noticeably warmer, but also it does turn cloudy and wet later in the day with some showers arriving by the late afternoon to early evening. Cloudy skies tonight, a low of 29. Tomorrow, decreasing clouds. Again, a nice afternoon, a lot nicer than today, a high of 50. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We're almost near 70 Friday and Saturday. That's a big turnaround. Showers are expected late Friday and into early Saturday. Easter Sunday not looking bad in the mornings. Showers late. Next round of rain arrives as we head into Monday and early Tuesday.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Still to come, let's look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. I don't think this is an official weather photo, but look at these guys having fun with you today.
Yeah, so they told us to take a silly photo at today's school visit,
Yep.
so we delivered.
Yes, you did.
So this is a kindergarten class of Richfield Springs. Got a chance to visit them today. Wanted to give them a shout out tonight. We gave them a shout out here earlier this evening. I know they're probably, a lot of them are probably not up right now, but maybe their parents are. We are tracking some pretty quiet weather as we head into tomorrow. It's been a very cloudy, cold, breezy stretch. A couple of flurries showing up on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's going to stay pretty cloudy here tonight, but there's big changes in the weather pattern ahead. We're already starting to see it tonight. The winds have finally started to calm down. We had a lot of wind over the past couple of days, even this afternoon. That's already changed. It's still pretty cold out there, but tomorrow we're going to see a big warm up. We're up to 50 degrees. We're close to 70 by Friday and Saturday. Tracking a couple of flurries tonight, low of 29. Again, some big changes in the weather ahead. A look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Decision 2020.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look in downtown Utica. It is still cloudy. It's still pretty chilly out there, but the winds have settled down. That is the one big change that's happening tonight. We're going to see even bigger changes as we head into tomorrow. A couple of flurries are still showing up on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but anything that we do get tonight is very, very light. We've been keeping track of the northern lights. We had a big piece of energy that set off the northern lights earlier this evening. Things have settled down since, and even though it's cloudy, it doesn't look like we're missing anything here. The solar storm is just kind of fizzling out. If we do get any chances to see this over the next couple of days, we'll keep you posted, because sometimes these bigger events tend to last for a couple of days. But again, tonight, pretty quiet out there. No reason to try to drive away from the clouds to catch anything. The hummingbirds, well, they're heading north, spotted today in southern Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey. With the warmer weather that's expected as we head into the next couple of weeks, I think we might see our first hummingbirds here probably by early May. The temperature outlook, after dealing with such a cold, windy, day with snow showers today, the long range points to this not returning anytime soon. Temperatures look to be in the 50s and 60s for the most part heading into next week, which for a lot of, at least students and teachers, is spring break. Breezy conditions continue. The winds will not be as strong over the next couple of days, which is some good news. Low pressure is going to be heading to the east. We're getting some clearing to the west. And again, skies will eventually clear out tomorrow. We'll start out with plenty of cloud cover tomorrow morning. We're expecting clearing skies. Temperatures will climb into the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. Looks like a beautiful Thursday afternoon. Plenty of sunshine. Clear skies tomorrow night. Overnight lows will drop down into the upper 20s. Sunshine gives way to clouds and showers on Friday, but it is warmer with high temperatures in the 60s. Cloudy tonight, couple of lingering flurries, a low of 29. Tomorrow, decreasing clouds, beautiful afternoon, high of 50 degrees. Storm Tracker 2's 7-day forecast. The weather is going to warm up and stay warm. We're up to 68 on Friday, 69 Saturday, rain showers around. Easter Sunday starts out dry, showers late, 54, rain on Monday. Temperatures stay in the 50s and 60s early next week.
I know it's early, but Monday, all day rain? Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll keep you posted on Go the Distance.
We'll be watching for it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Bill. Coming up next, look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. And before we get to what's going on outside, what was going on in Richfield Springs today? This looks like a lot of fun.
So they told us to take a silly photo, and we didn't want to disappoint.
Yes, you did.
So got a chance to visit the kindergartners. I know they're asleep tonight, but maybe their parents are up, maybe their grandparents are up. There was a fun group of kids. Got a chance to speak with them about weather today, and again, also take some silly photos. Why not? We are tracking some much bigger changes in our weather. It's been one of those rough days to be in central New York. Clouds, wind, cold weather, snow showers, a couple of flurries still out there this evening. Cloud cover, which has been incredibly consistent. Current temperature 39 degrees. It's going to stay cloudy tonight. Temperatures are going to rebound a lot over the next couple of days. Tomorrow we're up to 50. Friday we're almost 70. So a remarkable turnaround, and that is where we're going to stay. We're looking at temperatures at or above average here as we head into the weekend and beyond. We do have a few chances for rain ahead as well. A couple of flurries in the air tonight. Temperatures drop into the upper 20s, but again, much warmer and much less windy weather ahead. Look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Decision 2026.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look at downtown Utica. It's been a cloudy, cold night, but the winds have been dropping back. That's the one positive about heading into tonight compared to the last couple of nights. In the past couple of days, it's been so windy. We've had wind gusts over 40 miles an hour at times today. We got a couple of flurries showing up on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is socked in with cloud cover this evening. Skies will start to clear out tonight. Quick update here for you. The Northern Lights, we mentioned this at 6 o'clock that there was a big push of solar activity and that the Northern Lights were to be visible in parts of the United States tonight. Well, that storm has kind of fizzled out, and there really hasn't been much activity. It's gone unusually quiet, and we haven't been missing anything, is what I'm trying to say. I know we've had a lot of people disappointed about the cloud cover, and it's not worth trying to drive out of this either because, again, things look pretty quiet tonight on the Northern Lights front. We might get some activity tomorrow night, and skies are expected to be clear. And if that's the case, we will follow up on this here for tomorrow and give you an idea of when that might be visible. But again, one day at a time. The hummingbirds, well, they've been migrating northward despite the cold weather today. It's been a slow push. They've been spotted in southern Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey, which means they're on their way north. And I think the overall pattern change ahead with temperatures getting warmer than average will kind of allow them to get here sooner. It looks like May is going to be when they arrive, probably the first week or two of May. Again, we'll keep you posted. Again, the outlook here is boding well. For those of you that don't like today's weather, it may be a long time before we see that again. At least the next 1 to 2 weeks based on the overall weather pattern. Temperatures are going to be getting above average as the jet stream finally dislodges and moves to the north and stays to the north here for the next several days. Breezy conditions continuing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're not going to see the strong winds that we saw over the past couple of days. Clouds gradually clearing out as low pressure departs. We're expecting skies to clear out as we head into tomorrow morning. Temperatures will start out in the mid-30s. A chilly start, but lots of sunshine tomorrow afternoon, a light breeze. Temperatures will climb to near 50 degrees. Clear skies tomorrow night. It does get cold. We drop into the upper 20s. Sunshine Friday morning gives way to clouds and showers, but look at these temperatures. We're expecting highs to be in the upper 60s. Cloudy tonight, low of 29. Clouds clear out tomorrow. High temperature of 50. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We're to the upper 60s on Friday. Sunshine gives way to clouds and rain showers. The weekend looks okay. Rain showers Saturday, 69. Easter Sunday starts out dry, rain late. Rain returns on Monday. Temperatures in the low 60s. It is not expected to be as cold. And there's no snow in the forecast for a change.
I'm looking at that as a great win for us.
That is a win,
All
for
right.
sure.
Thank you, Bill. Coming up next, Meta